We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. Now Spiller, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. He's got this one completed to Mims. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. from the 29. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are losers of two straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mixon with a first down carry. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Callaway eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Spiller, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Mixon again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go to Perine, trying to pound it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
They run for it with Mixon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 4. Back to throw again. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Browns! Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 2, Callaway. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
115 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Callaway sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
On 4th down, Callaway. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Landry now on the return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. 59. Silver.
A give. This is Chubb. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now Spiller, the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Runs over it, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw on 2nd down. Callaway. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On first down, Callaway. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. That's caught at the 1. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
12.
A final shot now for Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
11 MT.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.